Wait, what? Also, you know, I realized I feel like the most related BC kids this year, the
Oh, that's a big thing. I'm gonna bring for this one.
$1. Now it's millions.
Okay, so if you think a secant to the fifth power is hard, this is gonna be harder than that. But the problem is the question looks like it is easier, but it's actually harder. Okay, so here's the question. So do you guys see it? Yeah. Quick time. Okay, I don't need this part. I don't need this part. Cancel.
No, you keep that. You click the thing, click the red button, and then what if you?
I don't want to leave though.
Okay, well, it's closer.
All right.
He figured it out.
So here's the question to start with. Integration of 1 plus x squared dx. It looks very innocent. It looks really, really innocent, right? Now, why is this problem hard?
Because U sub doesn't work. Because
Why u sub doesn't work?
Because you would have to be equal to x squared, which means that you'd have just a random 2x left over.
Okay. Okay, so can integration by parts work here?
Because it's all term. No. Well, yeah, no. Because it's all weird. It's all weird.
It's just gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Right? What do you do integration by parts? So integration by parts work. There is no trigonometry here, but we can invent trig happen. Okay. Anthony, do you remember how to do this? You remember? Which trig function I should use?
Okay, good. You're teaching big lesson.
We are so screwed up on the planet. What? It's not about identity though. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a triangle, and not any type of triangle. It's gonna be a triangle that has a theta in there. Now, let me ask you, how do I get square root of 1 plus x squared happen in this triangle? That has to be adjacent. It has to be hypotenuse. Has to be opposite. What is it has to be? It has to be hypotenuse. Good. So this one is a 1 plus x squared. The reason why this one has to be hypotenuse is because Pythagorean identity. So, and I had to pick in a specific orientation. And this has to be x over 1 like this. It cannot be 1 and x the other way. And we're going to talk about why that is. So imagine that I don't have this side, right? Imagine I don't have this side exists. If I had this is x, this is 1. So it's going to be x squared plus 1 squared is equal to z squared, right? and z must be root of x squared plus 1. So this one is equal to 1 plus x squared. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because if one side is 1, one side is x, the other side has to be root 1 plus x. Is this okay? Is all good? Okay. Now, remember, this is going to take whole page. Last time, secant to the fifth didn't take a whole page. This time, it's going to take a whole page. All right. That's why in Calc 2 and UF, you actually have a test, just trig substitutions. There's nothing else. It was like 4 question, trig substitution. That's when I was in school, but that's like 20 years ago. I don't know what happened now. So with that being said, can I say the tangent of theta is equal to x over 1? Would I agree, Sokotoa? So can I say tangent of theta is equal to x? So the thing is, you want to substitute like this, 1 plus tangent theta square because of x, right?
And that makes it so that it's like secant squared or something like that. Okay.
Hold on.
Wait.
Not yet. Not yet. But how about the dx? Dx is the problem.
Take the derivative.
You take a derivative, it's going to be secant squared theta d theta is equal to dx. Does that make sense? I convert everything in term of secant. So it'd be secant squared theta d theta. All good? So that's integration of secant squared theta and secant squared theta d theta. And that's integration of secant to the third theta d theta. And do you guys know how to take the integral of this? Actually, you do. What is it?
You split it into secant and secant squared.
And what do you do?
The
Di. Right? Plus minus?
Well, now I'm scared because he's saying it takes a full page. Let me somehow.
So secant squared theta, right? What's the integration of secant squared? Because I needed this one to be secant squared because we don't have LIATE problem because we both it is in the t. So I cannot have LIT this situation. I just need to figure out which one's integratable. The secant square is integratable, so that's going to be what? Tangent of theta? Is that okay? And what's the other one? Secant of theta? What's derivative? Secant theta tan theta, right?
Yeah, wait, what is so? Why are you?
What is tangent theta?
What? Shh. So this is the integration of what? No, that's not. Integration of secant to the third theta. D theta is equal to what? Secant theta tan theta. Would you say? Minus integration of what?
Secant theta tangent squared theta.
Secant of theta tan squared theta d theta. Are we okay here?
Yeah.
So review of all the things, right?
theta.
We did this before. We did this before, so let me move it around a little bit. And that's equal to what? Secant theta, tan theta, in minus secant theta times what? Secant squared theta minus 1, right? We did this before. This is not first time we're doing this. Secant theta tan theta minus secant to the third theta d theta and plus integration of secant of theta d theta. I move this to the other side. So it'll be 2 integration secant to the third theta d theta is equal to secant theta tan theta. What's integration of secant theta? And I'm going to divide it by 2. So that's going to be integration of secant third theta is equal to secant theta tan theta over 2 plus natural log of secant theta plus tan theta and over 2, right? Is that okay? Then you say we're done? No. Ah, yes. Good job.
Give me like half a second. I'm still writing down everything. I'm gonna literally write divide by 2 because I have to rewrite it. There's nothing using.
So we know tangent of theta is what? Now let's go back to here. Let's take this and we're going to copy it. And we're going to put it here. So we're going to write down. This is something you've done it before. You've done it on the board.
Oh, because secant would end up being like
It's not supposed to be.
it's yeah, it's
What is secant of theta is?
It's root 1 plus x squared.
Root 1 plus x. Okay.
X squared.
And how about tangent? X. And then over 2, right?
Yeah.
Because I convert secant plus natural log
of root 1 plus x squared plus
root 1 plus x squared plus x plus c over 2. 1 page, like I promised. I convert the theta to x because the things that I have is theta. But you know how your integral is supposed to be in terms of x, so you convert back all the way to x. So use a triangle to figure out what the secant of theta is.
okay. So that's not. It's just you have to remember to undo it. Okay, as long as you have a good triangle, I feel like it'll make it easier.
Yeah, you have to build your triangle. That's the hard part.
I think I understand.
There's only 3 triangles you need to know. This is part it's difficult. It's determine which triangle. I feel like 1 plus something, or like 2 plus something, or 4 plus something. Like plus usually implies tangent right away. Right, it has no problem of implying That's tangent. Yes.
Wait, why did you explain why you do X and one where they are and not?
I think it's kind of what you were thinking about the whole.
It doesn't matter. You can just put theta in the other parts. I don't think.
Well, I think the only reason it matters is because otherwise then you have X and negative y, and that's just more
It
complicated.
doesn't really matter.
Well, no, I'm saying it doesn't matter, but like, it makes it easier to do it that way than to have 1 over X. That's basically it.
What?
Is the reason you have X where it is just because it's easier than if it was the other way around?
X squared plus 1 or 1 plus x squared?
The way you made
Yeah, so like, could you have made a triangle where X is on the bottom?
No, because you want that. You don't want a 1 over x. You want an
Okay,
x
but
over
you-
1. Just like you want a constant to be on the bottom
But
before.
can you technically do it?
No, I think that would be a lot worse.
Yeah, no,
You just flip it, but then you put theta on the far side.
but then at that point just make it.
You can put data on the top. You can flip that. Yeah, of course, because that's
But then at
the
that point just make it on the side.
that's the same triangle.
Yeah.
It's not a real triangle. It's just no angle.
Okay, so the question is, this question's good. Is x and 1 can ever switch position? You cannot do 1 over x because derivative of 1 over x is a pain in the ass. And actually, it's going to make problem even worse. So you want an x to be on the numerator. You want a constant to be on the bottom. Remember, like a long time ago when we were doing the related array, you want a constant on the bottom. Same situation. So this is one question. And that's why I says integration secant to the 5th. It's good practice to secant to the 3rd. First of all, it's cyclic. It's not a normal integration by parts. It's cyclic as well, but it's not e of x and sine of x. It's a little bit different, slightly different. Okay, slightly different. So that's why you need to know. But it comes down to the line, you just have to decide which one's which. So there are 3 situations. Let me tell you which 3 situations. The first situation is we already covered. A squared plus x squared. I will use tangent. Why? Because that's the easiest way to build a triangle. That's one possible way to build a triangle. The other way is not possible. Okay. Second. So this is the first possibility. Second possibility is also something that you know. What is that possibility? Well, it's a squared minus x squared. Which trig function I will use? Think about back then substitute a trig derivative. What's the closest trig function to this one? Ethan?
Sine?
Sine, yep.
How do we know that?
Because it's the denominator of the integral arc sine.
Think of it, yeah, think of it.
So think about derivative of arc sine, yes.
That's a 9. Or is that integral?
And first one, I already built a triangle for you, right? It was theta. This is x. This is a. This is square root of a squared plus x squared. And this is theta. This is going to be x. And this is going to be a. Now assume that we don't know this side is, we're going to call it z. So it'll be x squared plus z squared equal to the a squared. So z squared equal to a squared minus x squared. So z is equal to root a squared minus x squared. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All good? Okay. Number 3. This is the one that is the last resort. Is what if you have x squared minus a squared? Which trig function I'll be using? Secant is good. And it's equal to x over a. Now, this has a triangle. X is the hypotenuse, right? A will be the bottom, and we can call the side Z. Is that okay? So A squared plus Z squared equal to X squared. So Z squared equal to X squared minus A squared. So Z is equal to square root X squared minus A squared. So therefore this one is equal to root X squared minus A squared. And that's only in time. So if you ever have a similar format of those three, you're gonna think about right triangle trig substitution. Is this okay? Is this okay? You want to try one? Now, one thing people, when I was a student, I have hardest time is I always forgot this. I forgot to, once I do trig substitution, I find out what x is, I forgot to take a derivative of it. So do not forget this part is very, very essential. Okay? Let the fun begin. This one's about 1 page.
Are you getting 1 page test?
You're gonna get more than 1 page test.
Why is there something on the top of this page? You're gonna use the tiniest word. Why is there something like if you don't write all your work?
Oh no.
You get there.
No, it's not DI.
Exactly, that's what I thought.
Oh, and I can add definite integral too.
Just kill me now.
Just kidding. You know. Don't die. So look at the bottom and decide which trig function I will use. And you have to be very good with algebra here. And Aiden doesn't even know how to do multiplication, so Aiden's multiplication skill is like 3rd grade. Josh missed another day, important day. He should be voted as senioritis. Who's gonna be winning senioritis award this year? Now there's an A on this question now. Hopefully you see that. Mr. Bra.
And then what do you do? What do you sub it in? Or I want to make sure I write them down.
Raphael, did you watch a video for the last 2 days? You know how to do DI method? Trig substitution, trig integrals?
I'll get you.
It's not hard, just a lot of writing. And a lot of algebra. And a lot of trig. And not everything has an integration by parts. So sometimes it just be like this. Should I give you a hint or no?
No. Getting there. I'm getting there. We get there.
So, Anthony, can you be there that day? You're still not sure what time is your performance? Do you remember all the stuff? Do you remember this? I don't remember having seen trig substitution in the competition question, right? No, I didn't take too long to do. But again, there's other problems way harder than trig substitution. Yeah. Can I give you a hint?
No. Phil.
I'm like on the right track, I think. So,
No. Yeah. You want a hint?
It's only a hint, but not.
Huh?
It's only a hint, but not.
or
That's what I do. I just like hey, you look at the meaning of something which
Can I give you a hint now?
I accept. I reject.
Okay. Shh. If you get to a point that you had to do power reducing, you're on the right track. So that means you're on the wrong track if you don't get to power reducing. If you get to power reducing, you're on the right track. Anybody got the power reducing? Okay, good.
oh, okay, wait.
Factor out of if it's group, like. Well, you're lost. You factor out a 9 and then it's 2
Hey,
it's a power reducer.
no, why even out in there? You don't multiply by you just oh, I know, you're right. You're really confusing me right now. You should be on.
you're wrong.
I'm working on it.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's the part where I'm supposed to reduce side one way or
Wait.
Squares.
I don't know if this is right.
This one
I think you had it. Okay, let's already in there.
9 minus x squared is 23. 9 minus x squared.
No.
It's not the R.
What do you get?
It should be fit in again.
I never even made a try.
Look, like that. See, the cosine data is bro, it's not.
Oh, he's doing it. Okay. Oh my god.
Right? Yeah. So they're in.
Yeah,
No.
Well, 94. We all love
See, all I do is I do it out because it's.
I got this. I got what he got. I don't know how to code that.
They still have to read on the block.
No.
I got this.
I think I got something different.
Well, I got that too. Like, what's the next step? Type shit.
Yeah.
Wait, and then you don't have no sound.
Yes, it's cool. That's up.
Oh no, wait, because you actually just get. Sorry, I need to stop reading the board for a
Wait, so how? So the integral of pi d theta. What's the kind of
Oh. That's how it is, bro. I don't know. Bro, think about it. Dude, that's crazy. That's actually.
You did it wrong. Who are you talking to?
Bro, you know this triangle?
Well,
It's a
it's
sine
a side
triangle.
triangle.
Oh,
Yeah. Either you teach how to.
Oh, you know the hardest thing you can do like this. You know,
The fuck are you talking?
Oh, anyway.
What's the power of
That's crazy.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Sine of -1, no.
Sine of theta is equal to x over 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I see.
Cosine theta is minus x squared.
It really does.
The triangle?
Everything, bro.
No, there's no word.
We didn't have anything on the numerator.
You just gotta
Where?
plug
Okay, wait. What is he giving me?
Because I'm trying to figure out what a sine 2 theta is.
No, Mr. A, it's the, you had 2 sine theta, cosine theta. You had.
What?
I'm pretty sure you did.
2 sine theta, cosine theta, right?
Yeah. And then you just plug that in, like minus x times root minus x squared. I was confused on what to plug in there. Now I'm ready to do arc sine.
So this one's going to be minus. Wait, there's a half somewhere.
What did I do?
Wouldn't it be 2x over 3? Wouldn't sine of 2 theta be 2x over 3?
How do you go from 1 to 0?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't do that.
What do you mean? For which part?
What the fuck is the
I don't know.
first
Okay,
step?
what do you mean where is that from? Where is that?
Yeah.
But look. Cosine
What that last
theta
30,
equals
why is there another 9
minus x squared
nine
divided
minus
by 3.
because you saw the
Cosine theta equals root 9 minus x squared. And that can be plugged in for the bottom part instead of doing whatever wonky square root shit you did. You put this into this, right? And you have root 9 minus sine theta squared. You don't need that. You can just substitute the root 9 minus x squared for 3 cosine theta. Write it out. No, you can scratch it up, but you can see it. Right. Plug in root 9 minus x squared, root 9 minus x squared.
Hold on, bro.
What the fuck are you saying? Look at the problem. On the denominator, you have the square root of 9 minus x squared. 3 times cosine theta is equal to the square root of 9 minus x squared. So now, instead of plugging in something just right, you can it's cosine of theta adjacent over hypotenuse. And you multiply 3 by both sides.
So how do you ever change dx to the other thing?
Always, yes.
I should do that first.
Why do they keep going?
Because I need to evaluate for x.
It's I got 1/2 times x times root 9 minus x squared.
What?
I got 1/2 times x times root 9 minus x squared. But that's
You mean the second part?
yeah.
Uh,
Divide by 9.
Mystery.
1/2.
Or you just simplify.
He's already turned in.
We've already done this. Oh, okay. You just simplify. Okay, so I got most of this.
Wait, what are we?
You just simplify it. Yeah, you just say it like this. And then you fucking
Okay.
I like understand it, but barely. I understand all the processes.
Do you get down to here?
There's a lot.
Do you get down here?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how to power reducing?
Yes.
Huh? Because sine square, we talk about sine the even power is going to be power reducing. Cosine even is going to be reducing.
oh shit.
Are we okay here?
No, not at all.
Why did you tell me to do this?
Because the 3 cosine thetas cancel. That's literally what he did. Then he gets 9 sine squared theta. That's literally what he did.
Alright, bro, but you didn't have to do it in the right way. How did you do that?
How many people are confused?
And then you have integer 9 integer.
Okay, can you tell me which part you're confused?
Everything.
I just fucking started.
Maybe you should stop playing Brawl Stars.
No, I did. Yeah, you are.
What were you on? Brawl Star or? Okay. So.
But like when you took out the 9, that's why I got confused. Like they took out the square root of 9. Yeah.
Oh, because 3 and 3 cancel. That's a 9. 9 on the top.
Yeah.
And this square root 9 and this 3 cancel.
Yeah, that's why I guess. Yeah.
Well, you can take out square root 9 times square root 1 plus sine squared theta. It's gonna, you can take out 9.
I like
What happened?
You guys ready for the next question?
I got some nines. I got some nine signs.
No, you don't.
Nine answers.
Don't try me.
What are you doing?
We have a lot of time.
Guys, because I started doing some shit, and then Nikki comes over and says, "Guys, fucking wrong. Do it this way." And then he confuses me, and then he runs off. So then you just do.
So you just do.
Oh, because you're using sine.
What is the power reduced code? One minus cosine 2 theta. So you just pull out the over 2.
Well, because in this case we're already. Well, I mean it does, and because you just inverse whatever function it is. So like if it was tangent theta, if it was tangent theta h is x over 3, then it would be.
Also, you
So
know,
So you just want to pick the one that's
Yes, because then all you have to do is invert it on both sides, and then you get theta h over whatever.
No, bro, this is like so. This is a grind.
Dude, Brawl Stars sucks.
No,
No.
where did it go?
I played back to
I'm gonna make this, dude, bro.
no, not.
I'm ready. Okay, I'm gonna start a new page for you. No, because that means every time we change something, we're gonna have to change the def x as well.
Oh no.
Okay, we can do that. Okay, you're right. That's all.
For some weird reason, this question actually is slightly easier.
No, I'm not.
Why do you want
It's kind of boring.
What?
This is boring. It's just boring. It's gotta be like.
Let me change to a 9.
So for the trig sub, do you recommend doing like the order change?
That's a part to make it a lot easier. You don't have to go to X, you can go into interpret data. So that's what I'm saying, this question is actually easier.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to go back to X. So that's why I told you guys since Calc 1, remember? I said always change your boundary.
Yeah, I remember you said that. I'll have to use that at some point.
In this case, it will end up to be easier because you change your boundary.
Yeah.
Anderson, shut the hell up. You'll fail my test. I hear you from here.
It's okay. What do you do when it's why is it like what do you mean from?
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. It's a lot easier.
Oh, because it ends up being like
It's square root and then cube.
Separate in additions.
It's square root and cube.
right. Yeah, no, I have that. So then it's just 1 over like secant squared cubed or whatever, or something weird like that. And then you end up doing secant cubed.
Are you sure it's secant?
I'm just saying an example where like
I don't think it's secant, right?
cubing it or whatever.
It's definitely not secant.
You're gonna get secant, but it's not.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh my. Jeez. Holy shit.
So
Hey Jason, over my phone.
I get
Yeah, because I want to find data. So in order to isolate data, I need a sine inverse on both sides. Because sine data is equal to x over 3, right? So I can sine inverse.
Sin squared theta minus sin squared theta.
Anthony, Would you say Calc 3 is more or less arithmetic than this? About the same, right? About the same? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, but like,
Like orthogonal, like when it's a, I don't know.
Then you do that, and then you
I got 1/2 times square root 3 minus square root 2. I'm at record it, so
I had it, and then ignore what I said. I thought I was being smart, and then I'm square data over the square root of data over secant data. Data equals pi over 4. Oh, this is a different problem entirely, right? Wait, what?
no, same problem. I just converted.
Data equals pi over 2.
What? Because I changed your boundary.
did you get pi over 24 minus 1 over 8?
No, I got 1/2 times square root 3 minus square root 2.
1/2 times square root.
That's kind of sick though.
Can I see it?
Like the very end.
This one is going to be secant. Square root data is going to be secant to the cube data. Does that make sense?
Mine's the start.
I see where I messed up. That was bad.
That's the night. That's the one I wanted to go back. You should. You can get it from Garden State. My mom was like, we would have gone on that one if she had left early. We were gonna go. Oh, in 2026.
All right, got an answer here. I wrote it down here.
That might be the one. I'm being serious. That might be.
Ethan, is it hard?
A little bit. Hold on. I'm intentionally not looking at the board right now because I want to see if I can.
He was like,
Because I mean, I've already kind of cheated with the book in the board.
I wish I knew. I'm sorry. Here, can you hold on? Oh no, you're with someone. Oh. Mr. Yeager, Homer, isn't he like the calculator one?
Yeah, but watch a video. Well, you did get a video.
Yeah.
No, that will be an example of a question. I'm gonna give you a review sheet, but
this year. But we might.
Oh my god, I'm actually like, hold on. No, I started doing some weird arctan stuff.
You don't need to. Just
I know,
simplify.
for some reason, instead of just taking the integral of cosine.
And they had a new one with, they changed the port to Puerto Rico, and it was on up here, it was like a week ago.
Equals.
So wait, so is there any